The stars had never seemed so cold or distant. Captain Liam Jones stared out of the cracked viewport of the ruined starship, his heart heavy with the weight of loss. Their ship, the Horizon Dawn, had been ripped apart in a violent asteroid storm. The rest of their fleet had moved on, assuming Liam's crew was gone forever. But Liam refused to accept that. Around him, the surviving crew sat in silence, their faces pale and eyes tired. The ship's systems were dead. No power, no communication, nothing but cold metal and broken dreams. They had no way to call for help. The planet beneath them was harsh and unknown, covered in rocky deserts and strange twisted trees.
It was
nothing like the lush worlds they had trained to explore. "We have to survive," Liam said softly, his voice steady despite the fear clawing inside. "Waiting for rescue might take years if it comes at all. We can't just sit here." Some nodded, but most looked away, afraid to hope. Survival without tools or machines was a nightmare they never imagined. The ship was useless now, and all their advanced tech was destroyed. They had no weapons, no food supplies, only what the planet offered. Liam took a deep breath and stood. "I'm going to scout the area. We need water, food, shelter. If we don't find these soon, none of us will last." With a small pack of supplies salvaged from the ship, Liam stepped outside into the hot, dry air. The ground was rough underfoot, covered with cracked stones and brittle plants. The sky was a pale blue, with 2 suns hanging low. Beating down mercilessly, he walked for hours, his eyes searching for signs of life or water. At first, there was nothing but dust and rocks. But then he spotted a cluster of strange plants with thick leaves. Cautiously, he tasted one, and found it bitter but not poisonous. This was a start. Nearby, he saw tracks in the dirt, small footprints of an alien creature. Liam's mind raced. If creatures lived here, maybe they had water too. He followed the tracks carefully until he heard a faint sound, a trickling stream hidden beneath a rocky overhang. He rushed forward. Thirst sharp in his throat. The water was cold and fresh. Liam drank deeply, then filled his container to bring back to the others. Hope stirred in his chest. Maybe this planet was not as empty as it seemed. Back at the ship, Liam shared his discovery. The crew's spirits lifted slightly. They gathered what they could, empty containers, scraps of fabric for makeshift clothes, and began to plan. "We don't have tech, but we have our minds," Liam said. "We will use what nature gives us. We'll make tools. From stone and wood, we will build shelter from the trees and rocks." Some scoffed at the idea.
how?
"We are astronauts, not cavemen," one muttered. But Liam shook his head. "We have to be both. Right now, we are survivors." He began teaching the crew simple skills he remembered from old survival training. How to make sharp edges from broken stones, how to tie strong knots, how to find edible plants. Days passed as they practiced and learned. Slowly, the hopelessness began to fade. One evening, Liam stood watching the sunset, the sky glowing red and orange. He thought about the fleet that left them behind, the world they once knew, and the uncertain future. But he also felt something. New determination. He would not let this crew die waiting. He would build something new here, civilization born from nothing but will and courage. The next morning, Liam led a group to a small cave near the stream. It was not perfect, but it was shelter from the suns and storms. They cleared the ground, built simple beds from leaves and wood, and made a fire pit. The warmth of the fire brought comfort and safety. They hunted small animals using sharpened sticks, fished in the stream with handmade nets, and gathered fruits and roots. Each day brought new challenges: poisonous plants, sudden storms, strange noises in the night, but the crew faced them together. As weeks turned to months, Liam's leadership grew stronger. He learned from mistakes and adapted, taught the crew to respect the planet, to live with it, not fight it. One day, a young woman named Maya found a strange vine that could be woven into baskets. This small discovery made gathering food easier. Another crew member, Jonas, figured out how to make a simple wheel from stone and wood. These small inventions built hope. The crew slowly began to trust in their ability to survive. Liam's faith in them never wavered. He knew the galaxy might have forgotten them. He would never forget the value of human spirit. "We are not just waiting for rescue," he told the crew one night. "We are creating a new home, a new beginning. No tools, no tech, no problem." So, in the quiet of a strange alien world, under foreign stars, a small group of humans began to build what no one expected, a civilization from nothing but grit and heart. Time passed slowly on the harsh planet. The small human group learned more every day. Liam's hope had spread through the crew. They no longer waited quietly for rescue. They worked hard to live and grow on their new home. Liam walked through the camp early one morning. The sun was still low, and the air was cool. Children born on the planet now played near simple huts made from wood and leaves. The crew, once scared and weak, looked stronger. They had built walls to protect themselves from wild animals and cold nights. Maya, the young woman who had found the useful vine, showed Liam a new basket she had made. It was strong and could carry more food. "This will help us gather faster," she said with a smile. Liam nodded, proud of her work. Small inventions like this made life easier and gave everyone hope. But life was not easy. The planet had dangers. Violent storms came suddenly. Sometimes food was hard to find. Strange creatures lurked nearby, watching the humans carefully. One day, a group of hunters returned with no food. A huge predator had scared away the smaller animals. Fear grew among the crew. Many wanted to give up and try to signal the fleet again. Liam called a meeting. "We can't depend on rescue," he said firmly. "This planet is our home now. We must learn to protect ourselves. If we work together, we can find a way." He spent days studying the creatures and plants around them. He watched how the animals moved and hunted. He shared his knowledge with the others. Together, they crafted better weapons. Using sharpened stones tied to strong sticks, they made spears and traps. Jonas, the man who made the wheel, created a simple cart to carry heavy things. These tools were simple, but effective. With their new weapons, the hunters returned with fresh meat. The crew celebrated. Hope returned stronger than before. Liam also taught the group how to grow food. Using seeds found in strange fruits, they planted small gardens near the stream. They learned to water the plants carefully and protect them. From animals, as the gardens grew, food became more reliable. The crew's health improved. Children laughed more. Families grew closer. But the greatest challenge was the long wait for rescue. The fleet still had not come. Liam and a few others built a high signal tower using tall trees and rocks. They created smoke signals to try to catch attention. Days passed with no answer. One night Liam sat alone watching the stars. He thought about the fleet, about the worlds they came from. He felt a mix of sadness and pride. The humans had changed. They were no longer lost travelers. They were survivors. They were becoming a people. Maya joined him. "Do you think they will come?" she asked quietly. Liam looked at her, then at the sky. "I don't know," he said. "But we don't need to wait anymore. We can live here, build here, be here." The next weeks were busy. The crew built stronger homes, crafted clothes from animal hides and woven plants, and made simple furniture. Children learned to read and write with paper made from tree bark. The community grew more than Liam imagined possible. He taught the young how to think, to solve problems, and to dream. They sang songs about Earth, about the stars, and about the new home they built. One morning, while exploring a distant valley, Liam found signs of another intelligent species on the planet's strange symbols carved in stone near an ancient tree. His heart raced. This planet was not empty. He gathered the crew and shared his discovery. "We are not alone here," he said. "There are others. We must find them, learn from them." The crew prepared for a journey beyond their settlement. We took food, water, and weapons, and started walking into the unknown. After days of travel, they found a tribe of small alien beings living peacefully in caves. The aliens looked curious but cautious. Neither side understood the other's language. But Liam's crew showed peace by offering gifts, fruits, tools, and songs. Slowly, trust grew. The aliens taught the humans about the planet's plants and dangers. The humans shared their knowledge of tools and building. This new friendship was a turning point. The humans learned to live better with the planet, and the aliens saw new hope. In their visitors, Liam smiled, watching the children of both species playing together. He knew that waiting for rescue was over. They had found something greater, a home and a family. The man who once stood alone and scared had built more than shelter. He had built a new civilization. One without tools from a starship, but with the power of hope, unity, and courage. Life on the planet was changing fast. Liam's group was no longer just a stranded crew. They were a new community, learning to live with the alien tribe and the wild world around them. Every day brought new challenges, but also new chances. To grow, Liam woke early one morning to the soft sounds of children laughing. The small human and alien kids played near the stream, chasing each other and exploring. Their friendship was a symbol of hope. It showed that two very different peoples could learn to live together. In the camp, the adults worked hard. They built stronger homes using stones and wood, created safer fences to keep wild animals out, and improved their gardens. The humans taught the aliens how to make simple tools, and in return, the aliens shared knowledge about the strange plants and creatures on the planet. Maya had become a skilled gardener. She showed Liam a new plant she found deep in the forest. Its fruit was sweet and filled with water, perfect gift for the community. This discovery helped the gardens grow even bigger. Jonas was busy creating a new wheel design. His first carts helped carry heavy loads, but they were slow and hard to use. This time, he carved smoother wooden wheels and attached handles to help steer. Soon, the carts moved easier, making work less tiring. Liam smiled as he watched the changes. The community was becoming stronger and smarter. The settlers no longer feared the planet. They respected it. They worked with nature, not against it. One evening, a group of hunters returned from the forest with urgent news. A large, dangerous creature had been seen near their gardens. This beast was stronger than any they had faced before. The hunters warned the camp to stay inside their homes until they could figure out what to do. Liam called a meeting. "We cannot let fear control us," he said. "We must prepare and protect our home." The group worked together to build stronger fences. Around the gardens, they sharpened their spears and set traps near the forest's edge. Liam and the hunters studied the creature's tracks and signs. They learned it hunted mostly at night and avoided fire. To keep safe, the community began to organize night watches. Volunteers stayed awake, keeping watchfires burning and listening for sounds. Though the nights were long and cold, everyone understood the importance of protection. Despite the dangers, life went on. The settlers found joy in small things: a good meal, a warm fire, the laughter of children, stories shared under the stars. Liam took time to teach the younger generation. He showed them how to read and write using symbols they created from the planet's natural materials. The children loved learning, dreaming of a future where they could explore beyond their world one day. While exploring a nearby mountain, Liam and Maya discovered strange caves filled with ancient drawings. The art told stories of the planet's past and its first inhabitants, an intelligent species that once lived here long ago. Liam was amazed. "This planet has history," he told Maya. "We are part of its future, but we must also respect its past." Maya nodded. "Maybe we can learn from them and keep their knowledge alive." The settlers began exploring more of the planet, mapping the land and learning which plants and animals were safe. They built a school where both human and alien children learned, together, sharing their cultures and stories. But Liam never forgot the wider galaxy. He still hoped for rescue or contact, but he understood that their new civilization must stand on its own first. One clear night, Liam stood alone on a hill looking at the stars. He thought of Earth, of his family, and of the fleet that had left them behind. The sky was full of distant lights, but none came to save them. He whispered, "We are not lost. We are here. We are home." The next morning, Liam shared his feelings with the community. "We may be far from home, but this world is ours now. Together we will build a future, no matter what comes." The settlers cheered, united by hope and courage. As time went on, the community grew. They built new villages, improved their tools, and developed their own traditions. They celebrated festivals that honored both human and alien cultures. Songs filled the air, and the children learned to dance under the twin suns. Liam and Maya grew closer. Their friendship turned into love, and soon they started a family. Their children were the first true natives of this new world, a mix of two species and two cultures. One day, while teaching their children by the fire, Liam said, "This planet tested us, but it also gave us strength. We are proof that no matter the tools or tech, humans can create civilization anywhere." Maya smiled. "And with friends beside us, we are unstoppable." Life was not perfect. Dangers remained and challenges waited on the horizon. Liam's people faced the future. With open hearts and steady hands, they were no longer waiting for rescue. They were ready to shape their own destiny. Years had passed since Liam and his crew first landed on the harsh planet. Their small settlement had grown into a bustling community. Children ran through fields of green, and homes made from wood, stone, and woven plants stood strong against the wind. The people had built a new life far from the high-tech ships and cities they once knew, but the planet was still wild and full of dangers. The settlers had learned to live with many of the creatures, but a new challenge was coming. One morning, scouts spotted strange ships in the sky. They were unlike any the humans or their alien friends had seen before, dark and fast, moving silently. The community gathered, watching the ships carefully. Liam felt a cold knot in his stomach. After all the years alone, contact with others from the galaxy was finally coming, but who were these newcomers, friend or foe? He called a meeting with the elders of the settlement and the alien leaders. "We must prepare, but not rush to fear," Liam said. "These ships could bring help or danger. We will face them with courage and wisdom." The settlers worked quickly. Hunters practiced using their weapons. Guards stood watch, and the children were told to stay close to the villages. When the ships landed, strange beings emerged. They were tall, with sharp eyes and armor that gleamed under the suns. They spoke in a harsh language, but their eyes showed curiosity more than anger. Liam stepped forward, holding out a hand in peace. Slowly, using gestures and simple words, they tried to communicate. It became clear the newcomers were explorers, sent to find lost humans and other species. They had heard rumors of a lost crew on this distant planet, but expected nothing but ruins. Seeing the thriving settlement shocked them. They had prepared for a rescue mission, but found a full civilization instead. Liam welcomed the newcomers. He showed them the gardens, the homes, and the school where children learned together. The aliens living with the humans also met the newcomers. Sharing their stories and knowledge, the explorers asked many questions. How did they survive without tools or tech? How did they build such a community? Liam smiled. "We waited for rescue, but it never came, so we built something new. We learned from the planet, from each other, and from hope." The newcomers were amazed. Their ships had the best technology in the galaxy, but here was a people who thrived. With little more than their minds and hearts, the explorers offered help, advanced tools, medicine, and food supplies. Many settlers accepted gratefully, but Liam reminded them, "We must keep what we have built. Tools can help, but our strength comes from within." Over the next months, the settlers and explorers worked together. The new technology made some tasks easier, but the community never forgot the lessons of survival and unity that had saved them. Liam visited the nearby alien tribes, now friends and allies. Together, they discussed how to protect the planet and their homes from future dangers. The newcomers also warned of a larger threat. It's a growing empire in the galaxy that claimed many worlds by force. Liam realized their peaceful life might soon face war. He gathered the people and spoke with strength. "We built this civilization from nothing. We'll protect it with everything we have. No tools, no tech, no problem. We are ready." The settlers trained, combining their simple weapons and new tools. They shared skills with the alien tribes and the newcomers. The community grew stronger and more united than ever. One night, as Liam looked at the stars, he thought of the long journey. From lost survivors waiting for rescue To builders of a new world, they had come far. He knew the future was uncertain, but their spirit was unbreakable, no matter what came next. Humanity had proved one thing clearly, even without tools or technology. With courage and hope, humans could build a civilization that would last. The galaxy was changing fast. Liam's new civilization on the strange planet was no longer hidden. Word had spread through star systems about the humans who built a thriving home without advanced technology. Many were curious, and some were uneasy. Liam knew the warnings from the newcomers about the Empire were true. The Empire sought to control every planet, every resource, and every people. They had grown powerful and cruel. One day, scouts brought news. A fleet from the Empire was moving toward the planet. Their ships were larger and more dangerous than anything Liam had seen. The settlers' peaceful life faced a terrible test. Liam called a council meeting. The alien leaders and settlers gathered in the large meeting hall made of stone and wood. The air was heavy with worry, but Liam stood firm. "This empire wants to take our home," he said. "They see us as weak because we have no advanced weapons. But they are wrong. We have something stronger: unity, courage, and the will to survive." The settlers prepared. They built defenses around their villages, walls, pits, and traps. Hunters and warriors trained day and night with their spears and bows. The newcomers shared some technology, like energy shields and communication devices. But Liam insisted these tools serve the people, not the other way around. As the Empire fleet arrived, it was clear they expected an easy conquest. Their ships hovered above, sending messages demanding surrender. Liam stepped forward to answer. He spoke calmly through the communication system. "This planet is home to a strong people. We will not surrender. We welcome peace, but will defend ourselves." The Empire responded with threats, but Liam was ready. The battle began with small skirmishes near the villages. The settlers used their knowledge of the land and traps to surprise the enemy. They attacked quickly and then disappeared into the forests. The Empire soldiers were confused. They had expected easy victories but faced resistance unlike any other. Liam led the defense with wisdom. He knew they could not match the Empire's firepower directly. Instead, they used hit-and-run tactics, ambushes, and traps made from natural materials. The alien tribes joined the fight, their skills and knowledge of the terrain proving invaluable. Together, humans and aliens made a fierce team. Days passed with fighting, but the settlers did not lose hope. Their homes were their strength, and they fought to protect what they built. One night, Liam met with the Empire's commander under a flag of truce. He offered a chance for peace. "We don't want endless war," Liam said, "but we will fight to the last if we must. Our civilization is built on more than weapons. It is built on hope, family, and freedom." The commander, surprised by Liam's courage and unity, agreed to talk. After long discussions, a treaty was signed. The Empire agreed to recognize the settlement as a free world. They would not attack if the humans and their allies kept peace, and did not interfere in the Empire's affairs. Liam's people had won not by power alone, but by strength of spirit. The treaty brought peace, but Liam knew the future would still hold challenges. The settlers continued to grow their civilization. They improved their tools, learned more from their alien friends, and taught their children the importance of courage, respect, and unity. Liam looked at the stars one night, thinking of the journey. From lost survivors waiting for rescue to leaders of a thriving world, they had come far. He smiled, knowing that no matter the challenges ahead, the human spirit would always find a way. Years passed since the treaty with the Empire. Liam's people had built a strong civilization on the planet. The homes were sturdy, the farms plentiful, and the schools full of eager children. Humans and aliens lived together, sharing knowledge and hope. One day a new ship appeared in the sky. Unlike the Empire's dark ships, this one was bright and welcoming. It carried explorers from the galactic fleet, the very people who once left Liam's crew behind, thinking they were lost forever. Liam stood with the community as the fleet's leader stepped forward. "We thought you were gone," she said softly. "We never expected to find a civilization here. Liam smiled gently. We waited for rescue, but when it did not come, we built a new home. The fleet's leader looked around, amazed at the thriving world. She met the alien leaders and the settlers, seeing the unity and strength that had grown from hardship. She offered help, technology, and a chance to join the wider galaxy. But Liam knew that their strength was not in machines or ships, it was in the people. Thank you, he said, but we will grow in our own way. We welcome friendship and knowledge, but we will keep the spirit that built this civilization. The fleet agreed and new friendships formed. Humans from the planet shared their stories of survival and hope, inspiring others across the stars. Liam watched his children play with alien friends, their laughter echoing under the twin suns. He felt proud of the world they had built, a place where no tools or tech could hold them back. He remembered the long journey from lost survivors, waiting for rescue, to builders of a new civilization. Strong and free, we prove that with courage, hope, and unity, humans can build a future anywhere, Liam said softly. And so, on a strange and once-forgotten planet, a new chapter began, one where humanity thrived not because of machines, but because of the unbreakable human spirit.